Welcome back to the Fiji Pro Heat 4 of round 2, about to hit the lineup now. Tatiana Weston-Webb, who's been on fire in 2016, is taking on Coco, who hasn't caught a break yet in 2016, hasn't had a heat win. Well, here we go. This is Coco, 6.33 during the break. And there's that silky smooth style, Ross.
Always such a beautiful style. And for Coco, she has to really be pay attention to wave selection. If she can get those slow rollers, the ones with a lot of south in it, rolling down the reef, that's when she can really lay into those beautiful turns. And wow, okay, that had some girth to it. That was a nice hefty barrel right there. That's that new swell that's coming in, the new period at 16 seconds. We'll see, you know, some pretty thick barrels out there. Wow, had Tatiana come out of that, that's 10 bill.
Well, here we go again. Tatiana without priority, just keeping busy here on the inside, and just mistimes that turn. The wave was closing out though, so not too much scoring opportunity down the line there. 27.5 minutes to go, but looking for a backup now. So playing it smart at the moment. This wave seems to have a pretty decent line to it as Coco rips into that first move. Driving off the bottom, the second turn is strong, but she just lost it as the lip impacted the floor of that ride. Coco got caught somewhere in between and she goes down. And now Tatiana has an opportunity, but this wave is reeling off way too far. She kicks out. Tatiana having a look at this one. She's just trying to find a wave that has a good pace to it so she can let go of turns like that. Strong opening move, but she falls on her second turn. So things just aren't working out for Tatiana at the moment.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of waves rolling all the way through from out the back. Like, you know, in comparison to the last heat where Tyler and Bethany are sitting, you know, it's a much different situation. As you can see right now, Coco finding some inside open face like you were talking about to put some numbers on the board. But if somebody goes up top there and gets that big open face wave, it's going to be a huge number in comparison.
Thank you, Strider. Just over 17 minutes to go. And I'm not surprised that the caddies are getting very invested in this event.
But it's wide open. There's no serious numbers.
And Tatiana has her brother Troy here, as we see. The surfer from Kauai just trying to find that nice big blue wall to lay into. And her timing's just been a little bit off throughout this heat so far, Ross.
Well, if Strider's listening, why don't you go ahead and yell at him? Get back out there, get to the top of the reef. There's gems out there. But a lot of these weird, awkward falls, Ronnie, are due to the fact that their focus, their eyes are looking down the line. The wave is really fast. It's tough to break your wave into segments and take care of one maneuver at a time.
We've had a couple of round 2 heats already this year, both going the way of Tatiana Weston-Webb, and they're both really kind of struggling, Ross, to get a big number on the board. Coco has the best ride, a 6.33. She's backed it up with a 3.73. But Tatiana's been uncharacteristically falling.
Yeah, it's true. I think it's easy to do out here on a southwest swell. The lines are really long, and it really makes you fixate on what's coming up next. And a lot of times you get too focused down the line and you don't take care of business at hand.
Here's Tati once again, just mistiming that kick out and going over.
It's definitely super surreal, and I've never expected to be sitting 4th in the world, especially at 20 years of age. And gosh, the level of surfing right now is so high, which makes it even more pleasing for me and proud to be a part of. So going into this event, I have like nothing to lose, really, you know what I mean? So I love this kind of, these elements and the lefts and the barrels and the reef breaks, and I think everything should go together pretty well.
And in fact, with Coco just taking that last ride, Tatiana might even find herself comboed, but that might change because she's just come out of a nice barrel here, driving up into the open face, and it recovers but misses that turn. There's a better move, getting a bit of release in the tail as she carved through that move, and really looking to finish this one off, milking every single point on offer. She's right on the inside now and has to be careful. There's a wave behind she'll have to deal with. But that was her best wave for sure. Just over 10 minutes to go. Coco also about to better her situation. Waiting on the numbers to drop.
Let's just see how deep she gets. Pretty good. She actually backdoored it just for a half a second. a lot of speed, and she got wobbly there as she skipped the fins out on that bottom turn. But man, she made up for it right here, zipping through that first turn. And this wave, you know, she was a little bit fortunate because it reeled down the reef, even though it's tiny. Watch as she kind of slides the fins out. This turn right here, look at this. Just a little tail slide. You never know, that might be a half a point. And so she's back in this thing.
Well, Coco had a 3.77. We're seeing the replay again of Tatiana's last ride, waiting for the scores to drop. She did well to hang on to that.
That was awkward. You know, she definitely was not ready for those fins to skip out on her like that. So again, we're going to see a lot of bobbles and weird wipeouts because they're so focused on the next move.
For Tatiana, a 6.37 and not quite enough. She needed a 6.9 to get herself into the lead. So Coco out the back with priority, still has the lead and only needs to better a 3.77 to move further ahead at Bells Beach and over in Brazil, with the goofy footer taking the win over the natural footer, the regular footer. But Coco in a good position here to get one back on the 20-year-old, and Coco's going to use her priority now. Let's see if she can string together a couple of those big major turns. Instead, she goes for the barrel, tucks in, punches her way through the curtain, needs to do some big turns to finish this wave off, and she is linking together a series of searing backhand snaps at the moment, drifting the tail a little bit on that last turn, and that's got to feel good.
In fact, that barrel had a little chandelier. Watch as she tucks in. She's going to grab rail and get really low, and she punched through. Very technical, awkward little barrel, but she did so well to stay patient and stick with it. Right here, she's behind it. She waits, and then she got paid off with a nice little lipper. And that was her best turn right there to finish with. So easily the best score for the judges to drop.
How high will they go?
And man, you know, I was saying this is going to be heavy on the nerves for Coco to try and, you know, make the right decision with priority. But she surfed with so much confidence on this wave. If she does, in fact, hold on to lead in the last 4 minutes, this is going to be a big change for her going forward in 2016.
Got the rhythm right, and let's see it again. This was an 8.77.
Wow, big score, Ronnie. And again, I think the judges gave her a lot of credit for breaking through that barrel. A lot of the times they want to see you get pitted and stay clean and get deep, but because that barrel was the opposite of user-friendly, they gave her credit for steering through that lip. And the real problem here for Tatiana, when you need an 8.74, you need a nice set wave. She can't manufacture a big score like that on a medium or small wave, so she needs the ocean to cooperate here in the last 20 seconds.
Well, there is something rolling her way, but I don't know how big this set is. 15 seconds remaining. Will she even get a chance to get to her feet in the dying stages here? If she has time, she will swing on this ride. I think the on-site announcer is counting this one down. And Tatiana isn't going to get to her feet in time by the looks of things. She'll take off and ride this one through to the channel. Her worst ever finish in a championship tour event. But you've got to give credit to Coco Ho. Grace under fire, putting together a beautiful ride, an 8.77, right up there in the excellent range, earning her place in the third round for the first time in 2016.